Well, I have a home repair project that I'm working on today that I'm going to show you what's been bugging me for about now almost 2 years. So take a look at this. So the problems associated with the trim around my garage doors. I've had squirrels eating, chewing at all the base of the trim around the garage doors. And it gets pretty severe. You can see here, this is almost 8 inches to a foot tall of just shredding that's going on by the squirrels. Here's another example of it right there. So I'm going to replace these 1x6s today and repaint it. I'm going to probably use the vinyl material, hoping that the squirrels may not be as interested in chewing on that. So we're off to the building supply store. So I need 3 16-footers to get this job done, and I'm gonna have them cut them into 8-foot lengths so I can fit them in my Prius here. All right, here we are at our hardware store. All right, I've got my 6 8-foot 1x6 material in my Prius. And this is a type of material that's kind of like a wood base that has magnesium in it. It's not a vinyl or plastic type material, 1x material. It's not the pine that's just pre-primed. It's something kind of unique that's very stable, doesn't expand. You can paint on it directly, and again, it has this magnesium that's supposedly going to prevent the squirrels from having a field day chewing on it. All right, so first thing I'm doing is taking off this trim that's got the flashing that seals the garage door. All right, now that I got all the nails out, I can just pull this flashing off and we'll set it aside and we'll reuse it. It's all in good shape. Okay, so now I'm gonna pull off this front board. And as you can see down here, this is where it was all chewed up. I'll take that off neatly as well. Definitely don't want to damage the siding here. Don't have to replace that as well. All right, we can take that trim board off. And we're getting close to being able to put the new material on. Okay, I'm going to now pull out all these nails so that number one, I don't actually step on them, and number two, I have some other purpose for this material here. It's not all bad. We're going to use it for something. All right, now that I've got the front trim board off, I'm going to do the side piece. And on the side piece here, it looks like it was about a 1x8 or something that they ripped to about 5 7/8 thick. And all I've got is 1x6 material that comes out to about 5.5. Probably long enough to do the job, but what I think I'm going to do is use some of the old board material and basically rip it and put a thin sliver that abuts up against the 1x5 material that I'm going to put in here that's new, just for a nailing surface. Again, doing it fairly carefully, even though it's going to be scrapped. I do have some purpose for it, so I'm going to try and save it. Just using my claw and my hammer, keep working my way up. All right, there goes the side trim piece. Okay, I've put the inner side new trim piece on, and I've just measured and cut the exterior side. And it looks like it's a good fit, so I'm going to tack this in and make sure it all looks nice, and then we'll continue nailing it in place. All right, I've tacked in the 2 new pieces of trim board. They look good. Everything's squared. You can see down here I left about a 1/4 inch gap so moisture can't wick up into the material. Now supposedly it's resistant or will not wick moisture, but I still like to give a little bit of a gap. Also, this material won't expand either. But again, I gave it a little bit of a gap at the bottom. Now, since this interior board is only 1x6 material at 5.5 inches wide, and the previous material in here was 6 inches wide, I've gone ahead and I've cut some strips to give me an extra 1/2 inch in certain spots, basically creating nailing spots for the garage trim piece that goes on that seals the garage door to the trim itself. So I've got 4 of these pieces I'm going to nail into place, and then we'll just finish up putting all the nails in, and this section of the garage door will be complete. Now the last thing I'm doing is putting on the weather seal. You can see I shut the garage door so I can make sure it's tight, and just holding it in place and nailing it in place all the way down. Okay, as you can see, we've got all the nails in, and this section is complete. I've got the weather stripping on, and all we need to do is paint it. But what I want to first do is go fix the other 2 sections that are bad over in this direction, and then we'll paint it after that. And now I'm working on my second section. I've got the boards, old boards removed. I got the new boards cut, and I'm just putting them in place. All right, I have the second section done, other than to put a few more nails in and to put the weather stripping on. All right, I'm on my third and last corner that I'm fixing today. Got the old boards off, the new boards cut, and ready to put them in place. Okay, the 3 corners that needed to be repaired have been completed. Now I'm gonna go on and get the painting done to wrap up this job. And we're just painting now this new trim to finish the job. All right, this project is wrapped up. The new exterior trim is on. Hopefully this material that I used will not be tempting for the squirrels. Hopefully if they even tempt to taste it, they'll get turned off quickly. And from what the supply store guy told me, this stuff is impervious to water, and again, with the magnesium in it, it will turn off the taste buds of any squirrel. So hopefully you found this video useful, helpful, entertaining, whatever. And if you liked it, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you get notified of my next one. Also, if you like aviation, check out my YouTube channel called Falcon Imagery, where I post a lot of video content on flying, backcountry flying in my Super Cub, as well as instructional videos on how to fly.